heard about. So man, you know what? You're around talking to people and they'll say, you're a coach, what do you think it really takes to be the best? Well, you've got to have, and we've all said that at some stage, we've all had our views on that. Okay, you should have it. Guys, anybody, let's go.
Passion.
Passion, absolutely.
Genuine?
Genuine, yep. Honest.
Courage.
Courage.
Innovative.
Yes.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Determination.
Determination.
Always learning?
Always learning. Continuous improvement. Getting better. Success is a moving target. All that stuff. Okay, where's the last coaching course you went to that taught you those things? Have you ever done a unit in integrity, commitment, discipline, hard work? They even teach you that in psychology. So the things that we know will determine largely the success that you've already just said. If you look at the words on your page, the things that you have identified are the things that will make a difference and make someone brilliant, successful, make them the best, are things that you can't measure. Or can you? And as we go through the night, I'll convince you that you can measure mental toughness. You can measure commitment. Where's the guys from this morning? We can measure culture and do something about it. We can coach culture if you understand what it is. And I'll take you through some things we've done later. So guys, this is us. This is our art. Our ability. Writing the workout is not what coaching is about, because I can get it off the internet for free. Just go to Google, go to YouTube and go, top 10 rugby strength exercises. It's all there. That's not what makes the difference. The content is important, but it's not as important as this. This is science, this is art. This is what we do. This is what we do. And this is why this is so important. So up here, these guys are the superstars. And I say guys, but obviously I mean all athletes. It's just me. Without doubt, the hardest group, most challenging group, the group that will waste the majority of your time as a coach are these guys. Great athlete, suck attitude. Zero commitment. The most difficult, biggest time wasting, most frustrating athletes. And your egos, coaching and egos go hand in hand. Your egos believe that you can change them, that you can turn them around. And we've all had this conversation. You know, we had the chat with some kid and we've gone, do you realise how talented you are? Do you know how far you could go? How lucky you are? If you only believed in yourself and trained hard, if you trained as hard as him, if you gave everything you're training, do you know how good you could be? And they don't listen, and they're not going to. And largely you're wasting your time. Most of the time with them, you're wasting your time, because very difficult. You're certainly not going to change them like that. Those of you in the room this morning, how do you change another human being? Make a connection with them. Create an emotional experience in training. Understand who they are. Get to know what motivates them. And then connect with them as a human being, and change is possible. Who's had the talk? We've all given the talk. Who's had the talk? Mum, dad, relatives, neighbours, coaches, church ministers, school teachers, Anthony Robbins. They've all given you the same talk. Do you know what? If you believed in yourself, you could be anything you wanted to be. If you worked hard, gave uncompromisingly and with total commitment, you could go anywhere, be anything, see everything. All it takes is for you to make the decision to be everything that you can be. Who's had that talk at some stage in their life? We all have, guys, at some stage, one way or the other. And we've given that talk. And it doesn't make any difference until the person says, you know what, I want to change. This is important to me, and I will change. This is my need, this is my motivation. And these athletes are unbelievably frustrating. Unbelievably frustrating for all those reasons. These athletes here, I wouldn't say the ones who are completely untalented. The ones who have some talent maybe in one element of their sport, but who have great commitment, total commitment, unconditional, uncompromising, complete commitment to being all that they can be, are the majority of the athletes that we get to work with, even at Super Rugby, AFL and Rugby League level. The majority, every so often there's a superstar pops out, the majority are here. They've got some talent, they know their limitations, but they want to be the best. And they'll do whatever it takes to get there. So what I'd like you to do is turn to the person next to you, and I want you to tell them a story about an athlete that you know or have worked with in one of those boxes. Particularly if you've got someone like that. So I've got a kid, used to play rugby, he was 12 and he's got 115 tries, and you know what, he never made a rep team. Wasn't even playing the game at 16. He was so frustrated he could have been anything. Tell your story. Tell the story about maybe the kid that it was on the way up, said, well, the kid was always going to be great. I saw him when they were 15. They ended up representing New Zealand at the Olympics. They were always going to be good because they. Or this one. So you know what? I worked with this guy. Well, he wasn't much talented. He was always a little kid. He was a late developer. But man, the kid just wanted to play football. And he worked and he strived and he trained. He stayed back. He did extra work. You know what? He's playing for Manchester United. Everyone's got a story. Guys, as coaches, we are storytellers. It's what we do. So turn to the person next to you. Find an athlete. Think of and remember an athlete in one of those three boxes and tell them the story of the athlete.